everyone. Thank you for joining today. We have very special webinar with College of New Caledonia, and here we have a very special representative from Manila, and he will give us a very clear explanation and also everything you need about this college. Hello, Jello.
Hi, good evening from Manila. So nice to have
Where
you
you?
back. Have myself back. All right, I'm doing
Okay.
good. How about you?
So when did you come back?
From my travels, I forgot to be honest. I've been moving around. I think we last time we talked, I was somewhere north. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't really rested much.
Wow, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course, anything for you and for Indonesia market, no problem.
Thanks. Okay. Before this, we already have the same webinar, right? About your
Mm-hmm.
calling. And then in this session, I think it's almost the same, but maybe
Yep.
let's take the participants to know more about the Prince George, what it looks like, and then what's specialty about this little town, and then also what's
Mm-hmm.
so special about your college, what's the
Mm-hmm.
benefit of being international students there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay, just
I can
start.
do that. So I can start now.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sure. I'll be presenting today or tonight in Indonesia. Our school, College of New Caledonia, as introduced, my name is Angelo. I am based in the Philippines. I handle mainly the market or represent College of New Caledonia in the Philippines and also in Indonesia. Other than that, I also have my counterpart in Vietnam, in South Korea, and of course in India. So we are basically employees of the school. We work and represent the program and our institution. But at the same time, what is unique about CNC or College of New Caledonia is we also sell the community, not only the school itself, right? So to keep it short and simple, but if you have questions later on, I'll be happy to answer that. These are the main reasons why you should choose to study at CNC. I understand in Indonesia, it's quite important that the school has good ranking, has good opportunities after, but let me also state you why CNC is a good option. Ranking wise, it's not there, but it has been in the industry for so long that it's gonna be doing you more benefit in the long run, mainly on your main goal. If your main goal is, of course, to go to Canada to eventually work and migrate, this is the best jump off point for you to start with. CNC is a good destination if you're looking for a budget school, but with good quality. So in terms of ranking, maybe we're not on the ranking stage, but the quality of program is very high, mainly because of our tie-up schools. We have our pathway programs wherein after studying at CNC, you can study directly for bachelor's or master's in top ranking universities like UNBC, Thompson Rivers, Kwantlen Polytechnic, what else? Royal Roads University. So top ranking universities, they do accredit the students of CNC that they can study directly after our program. So later, probably I can show that to you. So our key selling points would be low cost, budget friendly. We are among the top 5 most affordable school in Canada and top 2 in British Columbia. So it's very, very good. High salary destination. This means that it's really perfect for if you are bringing your family to Canada to relocate. This is very, very perfect. Our salary is the same as in Vancouver. In general, the salary of British Columbia is the same, second to the highest in Canada. So we are earning the same as people from Vancouver, but our cost of living is way, way lower. So like you are earning the salary of a major city, but you are spending less or spending like those in the provinces, right? So high salary, then less competition, strong and growing economy. So there are better chances of winning. And right now, I'd like to announce that we are looking for 200 students this 2023, mainly from Indonesia and the Philippines. So hopefully you can, maybe Indonesia can take the 190 students, right? So that would be nice. All
Hope so.
right. Is there a sound, Martini?
Yeah.
We are empowering.
Great.
We are the stepping stone and a leg up to something greater. We offer an essential foundation of skills and knowledge, always striving to be relevant in a changing workforce. We welcome and shape learners of all kinds. Access and support come naturally. We are connective. We are the bridge, the branches that extend between graduates and employers. We intersect ideas and action, bringing practical application to the concepts we teach. We are grounded. We remain deeply rooted in our region. We build relationships on a one-to-one basis and take community needs to heart. We listen to those around us and respond in a proactive way. Our sense of place gives us perspective. We are dynamic. We shift and evolve as the world changes around us. We adapt our modes of delivery, introducing new ways to learn and connect. We are a force for change, providing direction and impact from the individual to the community and beyond. We are CNC.
All right, we are CNC, our branding as we are most well known. Since 2020, when I took over the brand, we have been tagged as the best low cost, high return study destination in Canada. For all of you here, you are aware that studying abroad is an investment. It's like launching your own business, but you yourself is the main product. So high return, meaning when you invest at CNC or in Prince George, you earn faster compared to studying outside, mainly because of the discrepancy of expense to earning, right? Then 2021, we really grew 1,500%. That's why we need 200 people in Prince George right now. We have a demand for work and future migrants in our community. So we grew 1,500% and we are still growing for 2022 and 2023. Right. Our community is in Prince George, maybe not as famous as Vancouver or Ontario, but trust me, this is the most underrated destination you will ever know in Canada. It's a hidden gem that works to your benefit. This is a map of British Columbia. Prince George, as you can see, red circle here, is found at the heart of the province. Vancouver down bottom. So Prince George is basically the capital and biggest city in northern British Columbia. It is also the third most invested city in BC and the central hub for domestic and medical tourism. All right, it's a combination of urban and nature in one. So take note of our location. It's very, very important. Economically speaking, it is a good passage point for any economic activity. So a lot of people passes by Prince George if they want to go to Alberta or even Alaska or in Yukon. So very, very perfect location for any investment and growth. And again, third most invested city in British Columbia. Right, weather is also perfect for us in tropical destinations in Southeast Asia. It's not much of an adjustment when you go to PG. It's not as cold as other locations. We would describe our weather as sunny cool, 1900 hours of sunshine every year. A lot of things to do outdoors in nature, indoor and sports, perfect combination of urban and nature in one. So if you are the type of person that who likes the city things like coffee shops, bars, and nightlife. We also have it. But at the same time, we have the perfect balance of outdoor and relaxation. So it really gives you that, that balanced head to take care of yourself, focus on your study, but at the same time, you work hard, you party hard. All right, population in PG, it is really growing. Southeast Asian, slowly growing percentage. I believe last time it's around 2%. Um, as per last checking, 2022, I think it's around 5 or 6%. Indonesians still a bit low. That's why we are looking for more people to relocate there. Understandably, the motivation of the Indonesian market is a bit different, but hopefully you would consider our province. If you're looking for good ranking schools after CNC, you can study at UNBC. UNBC is University of Northern British Columbia. It is just beside CNC. Now you're thinking, why should I study at CNC? Why not go direct to UNBC? It's not easy. That's the point. So you cannot just go enter directly UNBC. Plus, it is much cheaper to study at CNC first for 2 years, then go to UNBC for the last remaining 2 more years. So you get 2 diplomas from top 2 schools well-known schools, and at the same time you save more. That's the point, right? I'll try to show that later on. Going back to our low cost branding or strength, we are low cost and high salary. If you are intending to buy a house in Canada in general because you want to migrate in our destination, um, comparing Prince George house price versus major cities, it's 50-60% less. It's quite more practical. Now, maybe you're thinking, yes, it costs less, but are there opportunities, or can I really earn in Prince George? Well, quick answer to that is yes. That is why we need 200 people, right? Add to that, what kinds of job are available in Prince George right now? Here are our top three economies or work that are, sorry, not work, but industries where work are mostly pulled out. Our top three industries are forestry, healthcare related, and tourism. All kinds of job are available in these fields, from accounting, management, office, human resource, IT, even accounting, etc. We have all kinds of job, but these are the top three industries that you'll be serving. All right. If you study at CNC, you get a free bus pass. There you go. So you won't have to worry about getting around. But quick trivia, most of our students, after or even within a year of studying in Prince George, they don't take the bus anymore. They just buy their own car. And most of the community there are also Southeast Asian. So you will see very familiar faces like this guy. This guy's Filipino though. He is already a sales manager in Wood Witten Supercenter. He just got his immigrant status like a few months ago. He is actually the husband of our student. He's not our actual student, but it shows you it's quite easy to really relocate in Prince George. That's a good point, right? In a nutshell, in Prince George, you earn more and you save more. So imagine this: you're earning the salary of a major city, but the cost of living is like you are in the province, low cost and high return. That is Prince George for you.
Prince George is a wonderful place to raise a family. Absolutely.
Prince George is everything that you'd want in a city.
Prince George is home. It's more of a home to me than I've had in the place I grew up in. When I first came out here in 2002, everybody where I worked was like, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? You got somewhere to go? You're coming to my place. I must have had 6 invitations. Everybody takes care of everyone here, and I find that to be an original trait for the places that I've lived in. I haven't found this anywhere else. There is something about Prince George that has always amazed me, and I don't know how these people do it time and time again. And they keep supporting, and so they're constantly supporting the community they live in because they believe in it too.
It's been amazing. You know, like we moved a 16-year-old girl halfway through high school, and it's probably not the easiest thing to do when you're coming from a greater metropolitan area into a smaller city. But it's been great, and once again, the people and her friends here are as close as the friends she's ever had. I think the biggest thing has been the big sky sunsets and just how much sunshine. You know, any place where you have to wear sunglasses 12 months a year is a great place to live. You know, the biggest advantage or change for me in my business life is the commute time from home to my office. You know, I live quite rural by Prince George standards, but ultimately I'm 15 minutes door to door between my home and my office. And that used to be an hour and a half commute. So the reality is, you know, sometimes it's taking care of the property, it's going to my daughter's volleyball games, you know, lots of different things that I would have probably missed had I been in the city.
I love the fact that commute times are a lot less than in major cities. The fact that I can leave my house at 8:15 and be at work at 8:22 is great. So that's a great thing, and allows me a lot more free time to be outside and be active and play hockey, or go, once golf season comes, go golfing and do all sorts of stuff like that. And the best part about living in Prince George is lots of outdoor activities. The fact that there's no rain, or hardly any rain, and I like the snow as well. And there is tons of sun. PG has most of the amenities that a major city will have, which is great. Spending most of my life in major cities, I like to have the ability to go out for a nice meal every once in a while and go to a mall and get all the things that I need.
I love Prince George. I never thought I would be what people would call a small town girl, but Prince George is not small, first off. And there's so many activities that you can do that you cannot do in the big cities. You cannot drive 20 minutes and go snowboarding. You can't go around the corner and go fishing. So I originally wanted to go to medical school. I applied to multiple places, including Simon Fraser University, University of Toronto, University of Western Ontario. I chose UNBC because it is extremely well known in the science division. Going through your university education, you're not rich, you're not driving a nice sports car, you're not rocking the Gucci bags. So you do consider the price of the school. Prince George is a great opportunity for young adults to start their lives.
Prince George is an amazing place to raise a family, an amazing place to visit, certainly to work.
Prince George is active.
Prince George is home.
All right, Prince George is home. All right, how to make it your home? Basically studying at CNC. Again, we are a public school. We've been in PG for 50 years now. So in terms of ranking inside British Columbia, we are very, very good. But if you're looking for all over Canada, we're not at the bottom, definitely, but we are within the mid-range, that's for sure. We are offering mostly diploma programs. Given we're a public school, we do provide PGWP or a postgraduate work permit. We are the epitome of affordability and quality in one. Our intakes are every January, May, and September. Highlighting again our affordability, our tuition is as low as 40% compared to other programs and destinations. Tuition as low as 9,000 CAD. Actually, we increased our price. It's not 9,000 right now, but it's at least 10,000 CAD per year right now, but it is still within the most affordable bracket in Canada. We are still top two in British Columbia in affordability and top five in Canada. We do charge an application fee of 125 Canadian dollars because again, we are very, very much affordable already. We do require IELTS for in the Indonesia market, or we can still accept Duolingo. If you're not familiar with Duolingo, you can just ask Martini about it, or you can just Google the English test for the Duolingo. All right. Our tuition deposit, regardless of the course, is 6,500 Canadian dollars or 10,000, depending on the equivalent. Payment terms is every semester or every year, depending on your deposit. So I will skip on the process. If you are interested, I would suggest just set up an appointment or one-on-one with Martini, and she will take care of you, right? So she'll be providing all the documents that you need and provide a free assessment. All right. I'll skip that one. Let's go to the courses that we have. Okay. We have different kinds of courses, but to simplify everything, here are some of them. Business and management program. We have programs under accounting, which is a post-baccalaureate program and diploma level. We have business management diploma with 5 specializations in our top 2 bestseller programs right now in Southeast Asia, with a post-diploma in human resource management and the post-diploma in tourism and hotel management. Why is this? 2 the best-selling programs, mainly because of the cost, and add to that, it is a post-diploma program. So basically, it's a bit higher compared to the usual courses that you are taking. We also have a program in health sciences and human services. Sorry, going back, under business and management, all our courses are mainly 2 years, right? But right now we are also offering a 1-year certificate program for business. These are the courses that are offered to international students, okay? Health sciences and human services, here you go. We have programs under dental assisting certificate and so on and so forth. Most of this as well is 2 years, but now maybe you're asking, why should you study for 2 years? Mainly because if you are looking for eventual work in migration or looking for opportunities after, it's much better to stay for 2 years so that you get the 3 years PGWP. If you stay for 1 year, you can only get 1 year PGWP, which gives you less chances of staying. The reason why we are pushing for 2 years because we want you to stay and really get the opportunities in Prince George, right? But if in case you still want the short-term programs like 1 year, we can still offer them for you. Inquire with Martini and I can check them out, right? So there you go. Our newest program is a 1+1 dental assisting plus business certificate program, right? We also have programs under tech, computer certificate. Computer certificate, I believe, is around 1 year already. Here you go. Post diploma in IT For the tech programs, we do prefer our students or applicants to be fresh graduates or at least graduated within the last 5 years, right? We have also have programs under trades, okay, and different credit courses and transfer programs. If you should wish to study in our partner universities, high-ranking universities like Kwantlen, Royal Roads University, UNBC, you can take some of these programs, finish them for 2 years, then transfer to those university. All programs will be credited and you will save more, right? So there you go. Kinesiology, web and graphic design diploma, and so on and so forth. Okay, some facilities that we have. I'm just going to do a quick run through on this one. Basically, whatever you need in a big campus, we have it. If you want to see a virtual tour of CNC and Prince George, the community itself, do check out my YouTube account. I have a compilation there of the videos, right? CNC accommodation. How much does it cost to stay in CNC? Right, still more affordable compared to other provinces. Staying in Prince George starts at 350 Canadian dollars, including utilities. And if you'll be bringing your family, at least 500 Canadian dollars. Even with inflation, our cost is still way lower. All right, some pictures you can find here. For on-campus accommodations, we do not accept family applicants. We can only accept single applicants in our campus. But you don't have to worry in terms of off-campus. We have our accommodations team from CNC. But add to that, we have an active group of Southeast Asian students that can provide suggestions on where you can stay, right? Homestays are very, very much common. This is a good way to experience the Canadian household, but personally, I don't like it. I guess I'm just not good in adjusting to other people's house rules. So I'd rather go for off campus and do it myself. It's up to you, but it's gonna be fun. Homestays is usually much cheaper compared to off campus. Right, quick comparative analysis. Again, just highlighting on our affordability. CNC versus other public colleges, you still save a lot more. All right, even in terms of percentages, Vancouver versus PG, compared to Vancouver because we are in the same location. Okay, and this is just to show you that British Columbia is the second to the highest. This is a bit outdated. We are now 2022 as far as I've checked. BC is now at 16 Canadian dollars per hour. Ontario is at 15. All right, second highest salary in Canada. All right, in terms of jobs, we don't have any shortages or problem. Again, it's going back to the 200 students that we need. So hopefully we can get 190 from Indonesia. All right, this is our airport, by the way, just to show you a picture. All right, other services that we provide as a school, as a college, we provide airport pickup. Not sure if we can do it right now due to the pandemic, but we do it. If not, you can just grab a taxi and we can reimburse you the amount, right? Or I can just ask any of my students to pick you up and assist you, no problem. Homestay placements, there you go. We provide all assistance, especially from transition to student visa to PGWP or from enrollment from CNC to any of our partner universities. We can definitely assist you, right? So I also give away jackets. I have been trying to find a way to hopefully go to Indonesia very, very soon. I know Martin is gonna pay for my accommodation probably. I don't know. So we will see. All right.
Yeah, when?
Someday soon, I'm gonna be there for sure. I have to. I have to. So I'm just gonna be finishing my nationwide road tour in the Philippines, and I'm gonna be traveling there. So if you'll be studying, I'm gonna meet you in person. Then I'm gonna give you our jacket or merchandise for free. Right? So it's all about being part of the family. So anyway, whatever your reason of studying in Canada, even if it's the location, if you're preferring quality of education, cost of living, income, opportunities after, or migration opportunities, what I can assure you is we are very competitive. So hopefully you can consider us. And again, we need 200 people. So stay with us, please. Studying at CNC is worth every penny, always low cost, and definitely high return. It's a win-win investment if you study with us. Plus, it's a good pathway or bridging program if you wish to continue studying in high-ranking universities.
خوش آمدید.
Mabuhay!
Welcome to the College of New Caledonia.
College of New Caledonia에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Bienvenidos al Colegio de Nueva Caledonia.
Chào mừng bạn đến với College of New Caledonia.
दोस्तों आप सभी का कॉलेज ऑफ न्यू कैलेडोनिया में स्वागत है
College of New Caledonia.
ようこそカレッジオブニューカレドニアへ。
Bienvenido al College of New Caledonia.
欢迎来到新哥尼多尼亚学院。
All right, thank you. I'm now open to answer any questions or after whatever part of the meeting we have. All right, thank you, Martini.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jill. That's really an awesome and
Thank
so
you.
clear and so tempting for me because I think I really like the term of low cost, high return. That's what's really good, especially in business. But no, I'm just kidding. I mean, that's really good because most of our students are, like major students, and they usually, mostly they will think about, like the spending, and also they have some of them have a family. I think this is really sweet them, because the low cost of living. Okay, guys, let's see. There are already some questions about it, so let's chill.
Wow.
Let's chill. Find out the answer about the part-time job
Okay.
first. You know about that, Jello?
Yeah, what about it? That's a
Yeah.
question.
So, I mean, is it hard to find it there?
No, we don't have shortages of part-time job. To be honest, it's quite easy. Add to that, CNC itself is helping students find a part-time job. We do not give the part-time job because that would be unfair, but we give you assistance on how you can improve your chances of finding a part-time job. So it will still depend on your skill, right? So we give linkages, we have connections, plus we have our Southeast Asian students who can also give you recommendations. Most of my students, they would work in as blue-collar jobs like in Tim Hortons, restaurants, some offices, so it differs. So no problem with part-time job.
Okay, so there's no problem with that. I mean, no difficulty.
No
in looking-
problem. No
That's
problem,
good.
yeah.
Okay, you see, guys, that's easy to find it there. Okay, don't be afraid. Okay, let's go to the next question. Oh yeah, anyway, I heard that Prince George is really good in its healthcare. It's like a
Yep.
home for, like special physicians and also like, a cancer agency. So guys, if you want to pursue in health field, just you can find it in CNC, right? It's
Yes.
really good choice for you because it's one of high demand job right there for health. Okay, let's jump to the next questions. How much tuition for 1-year certificate business program, Jello?
Okay, here, I'm actually opening it right now. Give me a second.
Okay. That's
Because
okay.
in the website, it's showing 7,000. For 1 year, it's only 13,000.
13,000.
13,000 plus, so around 14,000 round off. 14,000 for 1 year. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And then next, web and graphic design 1-year program is for international student or not?
Sadly, it's not. I can definitely ask if they can open it up for us. But as of now, it's not open for international students. Again, what we are looking for, since for the community, we really want people to stay there. We are pushing for the 2-year program. We do have the web and graphic design program, but it's for 2 years. It's around 24,000 already, 24, 26. So it's around 12,000 per year. So I would suggest go for 2 years if possible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually good, because the chance to be staying there because like the town really needs newcomers, and then
Yeah.
It's a good chance for you guys to come there and start your life there. You will find everything you need there also. And then next, how's the class schedule at CNC?
Class schedule would vary, but it's usually around maybe 3 or 4 days a week, then 3 or 4 hours per day. So they have more time to do part-time jobs. The challenge in Prince George is how do you get disciplined to finish your school because you have more time for work? So yeah, that's a problem.
That's really something. Speaking
Yeah.
about part-time jobs, I mean, does the school also provide, like part-time jobs on campus like that, outside
Ah,
of, like the part-time jobs outside of campus, like off of the campus and then on campus? Can you explain it to this participants here?
sure. On-campus work is not often offered in different schools, but good thing is that in CNC we do provide opportunity to work on campus, but the slots is often limited. So if you should wish to work on campus, you can apply. If you get accepted, you get paid, of course, and it's outside your 20-hour working privileges. But because as you know, if you have a student visa, you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week. So you can work off campus, but at the same time you can work on campus. You get two income streams at the same time. So that's what's good about CNC.
Wow, that's really nice. So, I mean,
Yeah,
is it legal? I mean, can you explain to
it
them?
is.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
it is
yeah.
legal. Yeah.
Wow,
As
you see,
the only illegal thing is if you exceed the 20 hours per week off campus. But on
oh,
campus, it's very much legal. It is allowed. You can work there for unlimited working hours. Yeah.
that's really awesome, guys. You can even work outside of campus for 20 hours per week, and then you can just add working in CNC, up to 20 hours or 10 hours, Joe, for on
That
campus full
That's
time.
even more. We don't have a limit on campus, but of course, when you're on
Really?
campus, they will, yeah, of course. But of course, if it's on campus, they will have to manage your time. So, but no
Okay.
exact limitation. As long as you can finish your study,
Wow. And it is paid, right?
it is paid. That is correct.
That's really awesome. That's why the students of CNC always can buy, like car in their first year.
Exactly, exactly. That's why they can buy their own cars immediately
Okay. And I
and
mean,
save more.
talking about cars, you can just
Yeah,
explain to them. Yeah. Well, I mean, you said about community in the beginning of your presentation. Can you
yeah.
explain more about? I mean, what is the benefit of joining there, or something like that, maybe?
Yeah, in terms of community, the good thing in Prince George is that um, in Southeast Asia, we all know that we are very warm, tight knit community. So when you go to Canada, it's a bit different. Like you're very far away. It doesn't feel as warm. But compared to Prince George versus other destinations, the community in Prince George is that it's still very warm, despite the houses being far away, because that's how it works in Canada, right? Far away houses. But the community still feels warm. It's a combination of diverse communities from Southeast Asians to Canadians. They really work together and they all know each other. Plus, it's very important for you to blend in the community so they can recommend jobs. They can give you discounts if they know you're from Prince George. So I would say the culture of the community feels more like Southeast Asian. So that's why you go there, it's very much easier to adjust.
Wow, that's really tempting. So I'm a quit, like hearing about, like discount. Is it discount for car?
Discount in car, yes, definitely. I can negotiate that with our car salesman. No problem. Just
Wow.
just tell them my name, no problem.
Okay, you heard that. You heard that, guys. You can just buy a car in CNC and you can just get discount for that.
Yeah,
That's really awesome. Really
definitely,
tempting.
definitely.
That's really awesome community too, I think, especially for from Southeast Asia, right?
That's correct. That's correct. For Indonesia, we have a few students then, that's for sure. But I just don't have the count. But hopefully we can grow the population of the market of Indonesia as well.
So does it mean that students from CNC, where do they come from mostly?
Well, anywhere in the country, Indians are there. So, but I would say South Asians would compose maybe before when we first talked before the pandemic or during the pandemic, it's around 50-60%. But right now, there's a growing number of Southeast Asia. I would say Southeast Asia is 20-30%. Then South Koreans and Chinese, there's around 10-20%. So they are actually, to be honest with you, they prefer more to have more students from Southeast Asia. They find it much interesting, much easier to work with. Not that I'm being racist, guys, so don't. But they just find it much easier to work with Southeast Asians. It's much
That's
warm.
okay because we are Asian.
just way
the
much better
benefit.
for Southeast Asia. Yeah. So it's much warm. It's much more fun. They feel it's more happy as well. Plus, communication wise, I think we're more humble, to be honest. So that's why they're really looking to add more Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, to be honest. Because Indonesia, the difference is that you guys are much more smarter. So you guys have more chances of being promoted as managers, to be honest. For us
Oh,
Filipinos, we just
seriously?
want to work. Honestly, yeah.
Seriously? Oh my
Seriously.
God.
Because Indonesians, I would say, yeah, they're more way into academic compared to
Yeah,
Filipinos.
yeah,
Filipinos, we
yeah.
just want to work. We don't care about our grades. So for
Oh my
Indonesia,
God.
you have more chances of getting promoted as managers, really succeed, excelling in
Mhm.
academic research, go for masters or PhD eventually. So yeah, you're gonna have more chances for sure.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really good. You see that? You heard that, guys. Okay. And then let's jump to the next question. Hello, I'm interested in dental hygiene diploma. How many
Mm.
years to entry and how much the cost of car if we want to driving?
Ah,
Oh,
okay. Good
I
for
did
the car.
interested to my promotion. So you have to give me special.
Well, I'm gonna open the cost. Give me a second. Email attachment. There you go. The dental hygiene diploma is actually 3 years in total. So 2 years program proper, then 1 year prerequisite program. It's actually a bridging program. You need to take 1 year general subjects like sciences, math. They will not credit any course from other destinations. So you really have to take additional 1 year, then 2 years program proper. So it's a total of 3 years. Cost would be around, let me see, dental hygiene is actual program for 2 years is 43,705, 43705. Let me share my screen. There you go. Here we go. Dental hygiene. This is the program proper. Additional 1 year would cost you probably around 5 to 6,000 or 10,000 maximum. So probably 53,000 divided by three. That's a total cost. It is still affordable if you compare to other destinations because usually STEM programs or dental hygiene is very much really quite expensive. But in terms of other provinces, we're already at the low point. Then what's your other question? How much
Yeah,
the
it
cost
is
of the
really
car?
still affordable. You know that.
It is. Yeah. Cost of
Much
car, I
ex-
don't know the exact cost of car. Sorry. I don't know the exact cost of car, but what I can assure you, it is still affordable. And you can basically pay for the car within 1 year or less than a year. That's for sure.
Wow,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yep.
because
Yeah.
you get special edition working in on campus, I guess.
Actually, even if you don't work on campus, even if you only work 20, it's again the cost of living versus income. It's way lower. It's like you're earning 100% and you're saving around probably 40% of your income. Your only operational expense or monthly expense is around 60%. So very, very low compared to other destinations. For example, in Vancouver, no offense to them, if you earn 100%, you spend around 90%. You only save 10%. So compared to Prince George, you save around 40% of your money. So way better.
So maybe you can just
Mm,
speaking about that. I mean,
sure.
what about rent? About of average rent there for single and then for a family? Because you said that it is really affordable. You know,
Yeah.
the low cost of living.
Sorry, what's the question again? It cut off.
The rent.
Rent.
Speaking of, yeah.
Yeah, our rent for single applicants starts at 350 Canadian dollars per month. It usually includes
Wow,
utilities. It is low. In in Van
350,
in Vancouver, it's around 600 to
1,000.
700,
Oh
1,000
my
even, right?
God, yeah,
So
750, but it's not in the downtown, you know? It's really,
exactly.
yeah. Oh
That's
my
why I'm
God.
telling students, you just have to be practical. What's the main goal? You just have to go to Canada as long as you can get work. That's it. Try not to overcomplicate it. I want to go to Vancouver, Ontario because people go there. But you have to understand what you call as the saturation of competition. There are tons of people out there, so you're competing with different kinds of people. Plus, cost of living is way higher, so you put yourself at more risk. So why risk if you can just go somewhere a bit more secured, but you're getting the same opportunity? So yeah.
I love it. Really love it. The
I need you
clothes look.
guys there. Please just go to Prince George.
Yeah, okay. And it I mean, yeah, when the area needs you more, it means that the chance is bigger, right? Yeah.
That is
Okay.
correct. That's correct. Yeah.
And the next question, I have background in IT for my bachelor and have interest for healthcare for post grad diploma. What are the chances to get accepted by
Background
you?
in IT. What is his work background? Based on this, it's gonna be hard because you're transitioning 360. Unless your work experience is related to healthcare, then maybe we can accept you. But based on this, it is a bit challenging. So it depends on your work background. Because your background in IT is for bachelors. Are you working in IT or are you working in the healthcare field? So let us know, Robert.
Yeah. So just tell him, Robert. Okay, next.
Yes. Mm.
How much the age required to apply?
No minimum age requirement. No, not no minimum. Sorry, minimum is 18, of course. As long,
Maximum.
yeah. In Indonesia is K-12 Martini, right?
Yeah,
All right,
that's it.
good. As long as you graduated K-12, age-wise, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We have no maximum age limit. I have students as old as 50 plus. They get
Oh,
approved. They
yeah.
still study. Yeah, no problem.
Where does he come from?
Uh, I don't know what he's been doing in life. Usually they're OFWs, like they're working abroad, then they wanted to relocate to Canada, so they just transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next. How many years for early children educator and how much it costs? Oh,
Ah,
I need the program, about the program then.
oh, early education is not here. I wonder why. But early education costs the same as social service workers, around 30,000 plus for 2 years. So it's around 15 to 16,000 per year.
Okay. And then next, Ray said that I've been to Vancouver. That's true.
It is true,
But the
yeah.
salary is just to pay bills in Vancouver. Yeah, we know very high cost of living. You know that
It
the
is.
same
Vancouver is
salary,
Vancouver.
the same salary with Prince George, but you can save more, right? In
Yeah.
Prince. Okay, and then how much for deposit fee for 1 year and 2 year program?
But both are same, regardless of the length. The minimum deposit is at least one semester. That's a fixed amount of 6,500 Canadian dollars. That's it. That's the
6,000,
minimum. It's
around
500.
6,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next and then. Okay, said from Katarina. She is the wife of Ray. I know that
Mm,
this is not related to study, but do you know whether there is any pathway for PR in Prince George? I heard that
mm.
if we study in healthcare in BC, there is a PNP pathway. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, correct. Prince George is actually in BC, so basically we have that pathway. Plus, Katharina, that's a good question. Although I am not an migration agent, I can just give you my idea, what I know about it. PR in general, it changes every now and then, but what I can assure you, the fact that we need 200 students, we need more people. We have a PR pathway, so we do have PR programs for PNP under health. That's for sure. That's the number one. We are also looking for dental programs, and so on and so forth. So we don't have any shortages, and most of the students that study from in Prince George, they would stay and just be citizens in our province. So no problem with that one.
Wow, that's cool. So does it mean that, like the college provides like student career consultation and then any suggestion, and then yeah, maybe you can just a little bit explain about, I mean, the
Uh,
connection from the school, with
yeah.
every institution that will help international students for the next step.
Yeah, definitely. The good thing about CNC, since they've been in Prince George for 50 years now, we are basically the number one institution locally. We are like the flagship school of Prince George. After UNB, the same with UNBC, because UNBC is a university. To give you guys an idea, of course, when you say university, it's mainly research based, right? In terms of colleges, when you talk about colleges, it's practical based. So for employees or for work, for employers, what they're looking for are employees that mostly come from colleges. So in Prince George, they're looking for people from College of New Caledonia because the training in CNC is more practical based. Those from universities are mainly research based or academic. So of course they would hire them, but not as aggressive as coming from CNC. Right. So that's the difference in Canada. There is really a good demand for colleges. Plus, the demand for seats in CNC is also dependent on the demand of the community. We don't just hire students just because we want them. We leave the vacancy of seats depending on the demand of work in the future. That's why 200 students, meaning we need 200 employees in the near future. So yeah, that's the connection that we have.
That's really good, you know. Yeah, that's really good. Really, like a very good chance. Yeah.
Correct, correct. That's true.
And then next questions. How much the average living cost per year or per person? Besides, how if I come with a spouse? Oh, that's really nice.
Ooh,
Come with a spouse.
average
More per
living. Oh, I don't mind. Bring your spouse. As long as you are the only spouse, that's fine. Okay. Average cost of living, I would say I'm not good with conversion. Let me do the math. Uh, Let me pull out my calculator. So PHP2. What's the currency? Indonesia rupiah. Okay, there you go. Let me convert it. I will go for around per month. So our cost of living per month is very, very low, around 35. Let's go for 40,000 pesos. That's around, why is it so high? Okay, 10 million rupias.
Ah, I see. So around $900 then.
Probably something like that. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm not comfortable with the conversion because it looks so big.
That's including at all, I guess.
Yes, basically this cost of living that I'm showing you, that is the minimum cost of living that you can actually, it can be lower, but this is the average around. This will include the monthly cost of living, utilities, rents, cell phone insurance, and everything. So that's how low it is. And on average, if you are earning around 50,000 pesos or around uh how much is it in rupiah, around 13 million rupiah, you can save around 3 million. That's the point. So that's the average monthly cost of living. Just multiply that by 12. That's the annual. It can go lower, especially if you're a single applicant. If you're bringing your spouse, you can save more, because as you know, if you bring your spouse can work unlimited working hours in Canada. Plus, you are working 20 hours, so you save more. So whatever you're saving, your spouse is earning double that or triple that. So it's much easier to adjust. You can buy your car in 3 months, probably.
Yeah, I guess so. And also, next.
There's Robert.
Well, yeah, that's Robert. He's answering yours. Here's my background: Bachelor Information System, and then current work hospitality. There is a relation, and healthcare. We want to jump to the healthcare just to get accepted for healthcare major. What do you think about it, Joel?
School wise, I'll be honest with you, Robert. School wise, it's gonna be hard, and even if I can pull it through, the problem would be Martini will have a hard time processing your application, because how do you explain that to the visa officer? So my suggestion, Robert, is ask yourself, why do you want healthcare? Is it because it's in demand right now? If it's in demand, I think that's the wrong way to think about relocating to Canada, because that may not be your passion, right? So you need to connect your next step to your current career. So if you want, you can take a program in Post Diploma in Tourism. That's only 10,000 Canadian dollars. It's our most affordable program. And after 1 year, try to shift. After, sorry, not after 1 year, after 1 semester, try to shift in our healthcare programs in CNC. At least you're already in Canada. I think that's the best way to do it. But what I can assure you, even if you take a program in hospitality, there is a PR pathway for that one in our province, and there are tons of jobs as well. So it's going to be challenging, Robert. So I would suggest, if you really want healthcare, start with your work experience, then just transition once you're in Canada. It's going to be tricky, to be honest.
But that's right what you say, because I got very difficult in, I got very difficulty in, processing students visa, especially when, their background is not aligned with the
Yeah.
major. That's
True.
really difficult, guys, for sure. So that's why
Yeah.
I always suggest try to, take any programs that is really suit with your background. Maybe if you wanna
Yes.
do like the tricky things like what Jello said, yeah, you can just, like take like the first semester
Correct. Yeah.
for your current work experience from Indonesia, and then later you can just, you can do
Shift.
the
Yeah.
switch, right? Yeah, after you
Correct.
land in
Correct.
Canada. Okay.
It's gonna be hard, Robert. Even with other schools. This is in general, not only CNC. When you go to Canada, guys, you need to connect it with your last work experience at the very least. So it should be connected that way. So it's gonna be hard to go 360. Go there first and change. That's the best way. Yeah.
Yeah. The most important thing is you land there first.
Yeah. Just go there.
Yeah. Okay, next question from Leonardus. I graduated from university with associate degree in chemical analysis. I have been
Wow.
working in laboratory field such as mineral laboratory and pharmaceutical laboratory as an analyst. Wow, what programs will fit me? Could it be healthcare?
My God, Leonardus, what have you been doing? Do you have social life? You're so smart.
Yeah, perhaps ask him to, like direct asking you. Okay, Leonardo, would you want to talk directly to Jello? Maybe you want
Yeah,
to ask in
Leonardus.
person so that you can just explain it clearly.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself, Leonardus, no problem. But this is
Yeah.
very, very smart. My God, I envy you. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yes. Hi. All right. What is actually your work experience again? Can you tell me more about it? What do you do?
So it's like more about analyze in mineral. So I analyze uh, like five metals such as like silver, plumboon, zinc, iron, and much more. And
Okay.
in a pharmacy laboratory, I work in a research and development division. So I work as an analytical development analyst. So all I do like doing the stability tests and develop method to analyze such as vitamins and other uh, chemical stuff. And that's what I
Okay.
do. And I'm thinking like, what program will fit me? Could it be healthcare, or is there any program that connected with chemistry or something?
Yeah, it's quite broad, and I like it. All right. Question, Leonardus, to you is what kind of career do you want when you go to Canada?
I want to carry like about chemistry, like my
Chemistry.
previous job. Yeah.
Okay. If you're looking at the price point of, I'll be honest with you. I don't have an exact program for that one, but I am certain Martini may have other programs for you. But just in case you really want CNC because of our cost of living and their cost, the closest program I can give you is to take another 2-year associate program in sciences this time. That would connect you more to different linkages because you are more research based. So that will connect you to more linkages in our science community. I was thinking as well a while ago, you can transition to engineering. Like you can use your chemical knowledge into a specific field. But if you are looking more into chemicals still, like chemistry, go for an associate degree in science. Then we can connect you with other linkages in the community like sciences, etc. Or maybe you can get a scholarship to transition to a bigger university after at CNC, like take a bachelor's diploma in maybe UNBC, something with chemistry at the same time. So that's the best pathway I can give you.
Okay, but I didn't see there is like science in the
I do.
programs.
I do. Wait, give me a second. What have I been doing with my share screen? Okay, wait. I do have an associate in science degree program. There you go. Okay, here. It's quite broad. The associate degree in science is quite broad. So there will be different specialties under this one So this will work for you. It's not going to be a redundancy or a restart, given you already have an associate degree. What's your associate degree background again? Sorry, what's the program?
It's chemical analyst.
Chemical analyst. So it's not going to be redundant. It will complement your last degree taken. So this will complement what you have. Plus, if you want to continue this with a bachelor's degree in Canada, 2 years associate degree in science, CNC, then you can go another 2 years in UNBC. UNBC is good because it's number 2 in Canada in terms of small university ranking. So good research program, whatever program they can recommend you. So, and you can get scholarships and discounts, that's for sure.
And also, if I want to get the science program, will I take like a test before I get it?
Sorry, what's that?
You know,
This
like
one?
a test, like an examination. Yeah.
No need.
And what about you say like go transfer to other university? So it will be just transfer that after graduate
Just
from
transfer.
CNC?
Of course, depending on your grade. As long as you don't have failing grades, they can transfer you. CNC will assist you in your enrollment to UNBC. That's for sure. It's much easier that way, to be honest. So go for it. And there can be scholarships for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Leonardus. The smartest guy in the room right now. Man, I love your job.
Okay, thank you, Leonardus. And then the next question, is there any additional cost for switch program after arrive in Canada? Oh, the one that you discussed earlier about this. Then how to inform immigration for changing program? And do I have to go to Service Canada again to renew student visa paper?
Oh, good question. Which means I'm going to be seeing you in Prince George very soon. Very is your name, right? Right. So there's no additional cost for switching or shifting a course after 1 semester. You just have to talk to the school internally. The critical part here is that you need to make sure the courses you're taking the first semester can be credited to the next program. So for example, you're studying diploma in tourism first. So you need to make sure the first sem you are taking only general subjects that will be credited to the next course you're taking, right? So that you don't retake everything, you don't extend subjects. So no additional cost. Don't worry about it. Just inform internally. You don't even need to inform immigration at the same time. As long as you shift after 1 semester, it's all good. It's going to be processed internally, right? So you also do not need to renew your student visa. It's the same. So as long as you have a student visa, you can shift anytime.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I think
very
that's
easy.
answer some people's difficulty here in terms of they have to like some of them just trapped in their working experience and they just want something new. For example, when they just going to have new life in Canada and they just stuck. Usually I have a lot of questions about this. Usually they just, why cannot I take the program that I want, I wish to have this, but because I have no background in it and I have no working experience in it. So it's kind of a bit difficult sometimes to explain about it to them. It's not my wish or it's not the school wish, but it's from the visa officer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Is there any more questions, guys?
And more question, guys? Oh, we have 26 people. Nice attendees.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe you have something to say, Jella,
Junita is raising her hand. Junita.
Okay. Go ahead then.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Junita. Sorry, I'm late for join.
Why are you late?
Yeah, because actually when I open my Instagram, then I see story for IELTS. Then I click press, and then I join.
Good. Okay. What's your question, Junita?
Yeah, otherwise I will be miss this moment. So my question is, how if like I'm go to study abroad and then my husband also come, Yeah, only me study, and my husband can come.
Yep.
And my question is like, I can get a co-op letter for government where I can work part time. And how about if my husband come as well? But my
Ah,
husband come just for work. Can be like that or no?
sorry, your husband will come.
Yes, my husband will become. My question is like, my husband can get a co-op for the government as well or not?
Ah, okay, good question. First and foremost, let's address the term co-op. So, CNC does not provide co-op. To those who are here, co-op is basically like a paid internship in Canada. So not all schools provide that. But when you have a student visa in Canada, in general, you are allowed to work part-time job. So part-time job is different from the co-op component, right? So, in CNC, or in Prince George in general, you can study definitely and work at the same time, and you can bring your spouse. Your spouse will be called as the OWP, or an open work permit holder. But whatever your visa privileges here is, that will be the visa privilege of your husband as well. So you need to get approved first before your husband can go to Canada, right? So the advantage of bringing your spouse is that your spouse can work full time while you work part time, so he can definitely save money for your tuition fee. There's no problem with that. They are allowing it. The only challenge is, how do you present to the visa officer that you're bringing your spouse, and that you are intending to go back to Indonesia after, supposedly. But understandably, it's okay if you want to stay there, but that's just how we present it to the visa officer. So you can bring your spouse, Junita, no problem, anytime, as long as you can comply with the necessary documentation, because you're only paying for your tuition. For your husband, the only additional cost would be the airfare plus the financial proof, or what we call as the show money in the Philippines. It's like the bank statement. Canada is asking for single applicants to present at least 10,000 Canadian dollars for one applicant. If you'll be bringing your spouse, that would mean double the cost at the very least. So, the higher your financial proof, it's much easier to get your husband approved. Okay, hopefully I answered your question, Junita. All good?
Yeah, thank you so much for answering my question. And
Sure.
I have a second question more. Can I ask?
I'm not sure. Maybe you should pay Martini from here on.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, go ahead,
Yeah,
Junita. Go.
thank you so much, sir. My second question is about, I want to continue my study in your college. Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Actually, I was finished my Bachelor of Accounting here in Indonesia, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to continue master, but my IELTS is not is n- I, my IELTS is lower. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if I can come on your college, how many uh IELTS for me to come on your college, or
Mm.
there is some other test
Mm.
about the English, but it's not IELTS, like PTE or what,
Ah,
for come on your college?
okay.
Yes.
Good question. IELTS 6.0 is the minimum grade requirement. If you don't want to take IELTS, we can also accept Duolingo. It's practically new in Canada. It's just an online test, or PTE. But if in case you don't pass it, you can just take an English program first for at least one semester. It's an English bridging program. I forgot to offer that. It's open for Indonesian students, because in the Philippines we cannot offer that one. So in Indonesia, you can take a one semester English course program. If in case you don't meet the IELTS requirement, so that still gives you a chance to study in CNC. But of course, that would be an additional semester, so around 4 or 5,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, Junita.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Perhaps I can add a bit for Junita.
go.
Do not worry because of, I mean, because this school provides Duolingo, so, and that's easier, and that's cheaper. So that you can just practice with that, because they also offer like free trial, and just you can go to their website and you can just try. Most of our students come to Canada with Duolingo,
Yep.
and of them succeed in getting the score, because the score is not as difficult with compared to IELTS. That's it. And
True.
maybe because you need to come late.
Duolingo is
to-
much easier, yeah.
Yeah, and because maybe you need to come late to our Zoom, maybe you can just repeat about like part-time jobs doing in CNC, where you can just get additional work on campus, so that maybe for the participants coming late here, you can just give a little bit flashback about it, Jill.
Sorry, what flashback will I say? Lost you there.
About the part-time jobs in camp. Yeah, the
Oh
additional
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
for-
In CNC, other than working outside for 20 hours per week, you can also work on campus for unlimited working hours, as long as they need you, of course. So that's a good thing about our campus. Although we do not provide co-op, because you may be thinking, I'm studying for one semester, I'm also doing internships and I'm paid. That's different. So you are working 20 hours per week outside, but you're also working on campus. So it gives you more streams of income. That's a good thing about us.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Okay, then. Thank you, Jill, and thank you, Junita. Is that clear
Sure.
enough?
Yeah, it's clear and enough. Thank you so much for your answer. It's very helpful for me.
Probably I just want to add some answer
problem.
from the previous
Okay.
question.
Go ahead.
The
What's
previous
that?
question for Unita
Mm.
about the open work permit. I'm gonna answer it based on the experience. Based on experience, you ask us that your husband will come first with open work permit, and then you will follow as a student permit. You cannot do that because
True.
in order to apply open work permit, you have to have your study permit first.
Open work permit under study permit.
Yes.
Yeah, because you cannot apply open work permit without you as the main applicant for study permit.
Yes.
That's it.
Correct.
Hopefully that answered. Unita, semoga mengerti ya.
Yes. Thank you so much for your answer. Yeah, I get it the point. So I have to apply first, and the second,
Yes.
I'm gonna apply for my partner.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
in terms of visa lodging, you can apply at the same time, but it's better to get, but as Ray is saying, you need to get approved first before your husband can go to Canada. So it beats the purpose. Although I had a student, for some reason, I think it's a glitch in the system. The husband got the approval, the student was losing her approval, but it's very, very, very rare. And again, the husband cannot go to Canada without you, Junita. So it's always you first. Okay.
Yeah, or you can just apply together in the
Yep.
same time. Okay, and then the next questions. Oh, it's come from Ferry again.
No, Martini,
Yeah.
this gentleman over here, Ade Rifandi, already raised
Okay.
it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Martini, hello, Angelo.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we can
Do you
hear
hear
you. Go
me?
ahead. Yes, perfect.
Okay. Previously about dental hygiene program, my bachelor is medical doctor, and I have a master of hospital management. So do I have to take like chemistry class or physiology class again for 1 year, or just? And then after I graduate, is it do I have to take examination exam for license? And then if I want to take the class for 2023, what is the deadline? So I have to give you my document for enter. Thank you.
All right, great questions. I kind of missed those. There's too many. So what's the first
I'm so
one?
sorry.
It's okay. I'm just having fun. I think the first question was if you will need to take the first year chemistry courses, the general subjects, right? Quick answer to that is it's possible, but you can definitely apply for a credit transfer program because you already have a master's program. It's very, very good. We can definitely try to apply, but in my experience, it's not always credited. So expect that you may still take it, but we can definitely apply. If ever it is credited, at least it lessens the cost, and maybe you will not take 1 year additional course, or maybe just 1 semester, but definitely it will be needed. So and then what's the second question again, Aid?
After I finish, maybe do I have to take a examination again for license?
Yes, you will need to take
Oh,
another
okay.
licensure examination. It's a very different standard there. So after that, then that's the only time you can practice the dental hygiene program. Okay. You have
Okay.
another question. What's the third one?
The deadline, the
deadlines.
document I have to send for
Good.
class.
For January intake, actually, our application opened last June 1. So if you're interested, Aid, you just need to submit and confirm with Martini immediately. The challenge with CNC is our seats are very limited, but given with Indonesia is still a growing market, I'm sure we can squeeze some Indonesian students. But I would suggest just apply as soon as possible. So if possible, don't sleep. Just submit your documents to Martini. Then I'm going to
Okay.
process it immediately.
Okay.
All
Thank
right?
you. Thank you. That's all.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Angelo.
All right. See you soon.
See you.
He's a doctor.
Yeah.
Is
So
that
Martini, Dr. Adi will not sleep and submit the documents tonight. All right.
CNC, really good chance. You should go to CNC. The healthcare is really good. I mean,
It
the
is.
hygiene
We are the
department.
hub. We are the hub for healthcare. So that's good.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Any more questions from Ferry again?
Yep.
Do you want to ask in person, Ferry, Mr. Ferry?
I'm gonna answer this one right now as well. Curious, same conditions for 1 year to 2 years. Yeah, very. I kind of got confused with your question, very. So not very confused, very, but I just want to. Yes,
Go
you
ahead.
can ask it. And mute yourself, very. Where are you?
Hi.
Hi. Yes. Can you ask this again? Or just rephrase it a bit.
Yeah, I just curious with my previous question and your explanation too.
Sure.
But because this is why I'm asking, I had a limited budget for the proof of payment. So in case, like you said, that can be switch program, and is it the same condition like if I take for 1 year's programs, and then after for 1 semester or 1 month before you say that can be switched, and after that I switch to the for 2 years program. Is it possible?
Proof of payment, meaning the bank statement?
Right, because I have a limited budget for that, because that will be have difficulties if I take at first for 3 years. And you said you have a chance if to go the switch the program. So I have an idea. If I take for 1 year programs, so I can get I want one program at first, and then after that, after I get a visa student and arrive in Canada, I switch the program into the 2 years. Is it possible?
Okay. In terms of the proof of payment, what actually the visa officers check? Sorry, Very. I'm gonna mute you first.
Okay.
Can you mute yourself first for the meantime? All right.
Okay.
Thank you. So in terms of the proof of funds, as we call it, or we call it as show money, basically the computation is for the 1 year cost of living. So it's not actually on the whole study duration. So it's always the 1 year duration. Then once you get there, they don't care how long you stay, as long as you continue to pay the tuition fee. They only check the proof of funds on the initial application before you get there, before they issue you the visa. So regardless of how long you wish to study, they will only compute the proof of funds during the first year. So it's minimum 10,000 Canadian, but I would suggest go for 20,000 Canadian. That's much better. It gives you higher leverage that if you have more money, your visa can be approved faster. So hopefully I answered your question, Very. Is that clear?
Okay. Is that clear?
All right. Ray, you want to add something? Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, you said that for deposit is around 6,500, right? So
yes.
With the proof of payment around 10,000, it will be 16,500. Right?
Basically, I'm trying to divide the payment into two things. The proof of funds is basically just the documentation, but the amount you're really cashing out is the 6,500. So let's call it the documentation money, which is the proof of funds, and let's call the investment component, which is the amount that you pay. So that's the 6,500. So yeah, so basically I think you only need to worry about the 6,500. Then the proof of funds, it's just a fund that's on paper that you show that you're financially capable. So yeah.
Okay, Angelo, that's clear.
Sure.
Good.
So I'm gonna see you in Prince George as well, right? You have money.
Hopefully we can accept it.
You will be accepted as long as you work with Martini. She'll help you out. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I already
Sure.
told him. I already told him that he will soon get, like letter of acceptance from CNC.
Definitely. Oh, is he the one who's applying for 1 year?
Yeah, that's right.
Don't worry about Very. As long as just pay the 6,500, you're good. Raise thumbs up.
Yeah, he's worried with whether he will get it or not. I said that you will be accepted. Yeah,
definitely. Again, the proof of funds, guys, is just proof of funds. You don't really pay it out. I'm not sure how it works in Indonesia, but in the Philippines, we admit we don't have 1 million pesos or 20,000 Canadian dollars in our banks. We're not a rich country. So what the families do is they just pull the funds, make it stay there for 4 months, and that is the proof of funds. So that's how it works. So I'm not sure how it works in India. That's how it goes as well. But tons of Indians out there. So as long as you have the cash out component or the investment money, you're good to go. It's way much easier. Trust me.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different, the condition with Indonesia,
How does it work? Educate me, Martini.
Indonesia had the same thing like, in Philippines or in India, where it's much easier, in the term of proof of fund.
Okay.
But sadly, no. And I have to work really hard, in this part.
Then just give her the money, Martini. You have it.
Oh,
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Am I a bank right now?
I'm sure Martini can figure it out. Go ahead.
Okay, next. When will you open admission for the spring term 2023?
Spring
term still long.
Sorry, because in CNC, for some reason, we call our seasons different, but spring is basically January, right? Is that right, Ray? Spring in Canada?
May or April?
May, summer?
Spring in Canada, approximately around March till June.
Okay, so let's call it January because for CNC we call it different. I don't know why. It's just confusing sometimes. So basically for spring, it's already open right now. We opened it for June intake. We still have a few more seats available. So I suggest apply ASAP. I cannot guarantee the seats for human resource and tourism. It's always gone first few weeks of opening the slot. So, but we have a few more seats available. So if you want to apply for spring, you need to apply ASAP, like as early as now. So sense of urgency, guys.
Okay, and then the math. If we take a 2-year program, should we pay the tuition fee fully before we start studying?
No, at least one semester is fine. That's the 6,500.
Okay, that's also the deposit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay then. Have any more question, guys? It's already late, right there, Jello?
Is it? I don't know. I'm always working Canadian time, so it's fine. 10:30 p.m. in the Philippines. I think I'm an hour ahead, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Robert is raising his hand if you want to do it. So.
Can I ask something? For the admission, like the period of the terms, like you said, you in ANC you have like 4 terms, or how many terms you have like opening for the admission? Because I'm just curious to prepare all the documentation.
Terms 3 times a year, so January, May, and September. The opening of the program is usually 8 months before. So uh, usually we accept the applications that period, but given our slots are limited and since this is Indonesia market, you can just apply anytime, but we will let you know and when we can issue the initial letter of offer. Even if you, for example, if you're planning to apply for September next year, I can take your documents, but we can process it probably around February next year. So that's the only time we can issue the initial letter of offer. So we have that timing.
May, you guys will open like mid of this year.
For May 2023, yeah, we'll probably open around, if not August, around September. But better to still prepare your documents as early as now so I can check it first before submitting.
Is there any more
I love your
questions?
crowd, Martini.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ferry. See you. Okay. And then, Jello, maybe you have something to say to them before we close this webinar?
Oh, none. Super perfect. I missed working with the Indonesia market. It's been a while, but hopefully we can. I can see you guys at least this fall or anytime soon in Prince George. And once we meet, let's try to create an Indonesia community as well. Let's make Prince George warm, like Southeast Asia warm. So I'm just happy that you're here, guys. Congratulations. This is basically your first step in studying in Canada. Now, the next step is how you decide from here on. Is this program for you? How you can decide is work with professionals like Martini. She can guide you if this program works for you. If not CNC, it's fine by me. She has more schools, but I'd be happy if it's at CNC, you know. No, don't hurt my feelings. But as long as it helps you to go to Canada, it's perfectly fine with me. It's all about elevating our potential in Southeast Asia.
Who's saying that?
I'm not greedy, Martini, so it's fine.
No,
but yeah, I'm happy for everyone here.
If I can give the award, I will give the award to you. You know, the representative. Okay. Oh my God. Do we lost you, Jello? Hello. I think it's a sign. It's a sign for you to stop, to get some rest.
Fine. You're trying to push me away, but congratulations once again, everyone, and I hope to see you soon. All right. Just talk to Martini here.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And don't forget to contact me to ask more details about this really awesome college and really super representatives. And then thank you very much, Jello, and thank you very much, Ray and Rina, for helping to have this webinar.
And I want to add something. So,
thanks, Ray.
What's that?
Yeah. So first of all, CNC is a public college. So public college, you can get, just so you know, you can get postgraduate work permit after you graduate, after you finish your school, not like private college. So this is the basic right path if you want to migrate to Canada. So think about it. Go to public college instead of private college. Well, both have the pros and cons, plus and minus of each, but this one, CNC, is one of the most affordable public college across Canada that I know. And about proof of funds, I want to make some correction there. So based on experience, I'm gonna explain again based on experience that so far it's not because of us, the company, but it's coming from the government of Canada, that people who shows the show money, who shows a little show money or little proof of funds, more likely they got refused. So in order to be accepted by the government of Canada, just if you have more, that's the only message I want to tell you. The more, the better. What's the safe score? What's the safe number? I would say around 35,000 Canadian dollar. That's the safe number. Lower than that, it's kind of risky to get refused because of what? Because the government of Canada will think and will question you. What are you gonna do with this money here in Canada? If you go to school, pay your rent, pay your bill with this amount of money, like it's not enough. That's what they think. They want a genuine student that can pay themselves to come to Canada. By what? By showing that money only. What Angelo did in Philippines is the same thing what I did back home in Indonesia. So make the family gather the money and then put over there for like 3-4 months and then take it out just to show the government. That's it.
Yeah, that's really the trick actually. But yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, you can just ask the details later. You can just consult with me and I will show you the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm becoming a banker right now. I'm giving free consultation about how to make it good, for example, your bank statement like that. Okay. Okay, Jello. Thank you very much, Jello, for your time.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your efforts for your time also.
Anytime.
And I hope after this I will be sending more and more to your college so that we can have a really good community there. Such a warm community, just like what you say. Yeah, and later we just can, celebrate it there, for example. And of course, I'll be waiting for your coming here. Okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Hopefully very, very soon. Thank you, Martini.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good evening.